In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to script your own table in ServiceNow Pattern Designer. Our operation for this is going to be setParameterValue, and I've given this variable a name. However, when creating your own table, this name doesn't really matter as it's not going to be used anywhere else, but it does have to be unique. Then using the eval, I'm going to enter the script editor, and the first thing we're going to want to do is create an ArrayList object. The ArrayList object is the object that's going to be used to store the table rows of data. I want to pull in another variable, which is something that I'm going to use to loop through for the number of rows that I need to create in my new table. Because we're using the star on this table, it's going to look at all the rows and add that to an array that we can use to check the length of and loop through in upcoming steps. And now I'm going to create a for loop to loop through for all the rows of tags that I have in my tags variable. So that's going to look something like this. I've added a couple variables here. Since my tags are currently a string, I need to parse those out, which I'm going to assign to this variable parse tag. And then for each of those parsed out tags, I'm going to go through and grab all the tag values, which are keys and values within that object, and assign it to the variable kv. Next, I'm going to add a try block. Within this try block, I'm going to create a for loop to loop through all those key value pairs within my kv object. I'm going to also create something new called a hash map. Now, in order to successfully create a table in Pattern Designer, you essentially need two components, an array list and a hash map. The hash map is where we store all of our name value pairs for the table. So in this example, you can see I'm putting a variable key and using the value from my kv variable where the key is being extracted. And for the value itself, I'm extracting the value. And once I have those two, I'm creating an add to the mapping object with the entry variables. In good practice, we'll create a catch for our try and format that. You can use that for any type of error logging. And last but not least, we need to set our attribute. Now, I mentioned that in the setParameterValue operation, we have to give that variable a name, but that name is not actually going to be where our table data is stored. The ctx.setAttribute is what sets the new table name, and mapping will be the object of all the table data. Your creation of your new table is now complete, and you can apply and continue on with your pattern. Please remember to subscribe for more ServiceNow related content.